All right, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of our new podcast, the Four Eyes Filmcast. I'm your host, Arcano. Joining me is Jeef.
Jeff.
Got Black Zeus. Special guests Justin and Terry.
Hello.
They don't get cool names.
No.
Why?
No cool names for Justin and Terry.
You can have a cool name and come up with cool names.
I thought we were going to go with Jeef.
I like Jeep.
I thought we were going to stick with Jeef.
It's better than
Jeep
Jeep.
is nice.
No, well, the reason I want these like alternative names anyway is because like, you know, let's say this does grow popular and it's fuck you. But let's say it does become popular and
like popular meaning like 3 viewers.
3 viewers and someone's like, oh hey, you're G from the show. What's your real name? He's just like Jeff. Like that's why I wanted it to be Jeef, but it's okay. No, it's not. But
that'll work at the clubs.
Oh, yeah.
They might know me.
Hey,
I'm
girl.
Jeef.
My name's Jeef.
I'm G from the Four Eyes
Friends with
Filmcast. Oh, jeez. You went there.
This is
He
why we
always
don't
goes-
let you talk.
All right,
Justin
we're
just
here
said-
to
Just
finally
changed my friend.
talk about our top 10
Sorry.
favorite films of last year and top 10 worst films that we saw last year. Now, if you're not familiar with the podcast, which is everyone,
Then fuck you.
basically we just talk about movies and stuff, but you know, we're all friends here on the most part. And so we'll go on tangents and tell different stories and stuff like that. And I think our main thing is that we can be pretty offensive to everyone. So just know that now that we're an uncensored podcast. We're not going
If you don't get offended at all, you're probably a terrible person.
to...
Just saying.
We're not going to take anything out. We're not going to edit anything. So if you're not into offensive humor, you're probably not going to be into this podcast. But if you're okay with that, well, keep listening and see if you like it. I don't know. I had something else planned. I just didn't know what to say. But yeah, that's
You
basically
try it.
that's our problem. These sentences are
Just
hard.
The cap?
What?
You just ignore it.
Anyway, maybe we should edit this a bit. Just to take out shit like
This
this.
is all
But I'm your host Arcano. Our old podcast was I even forgot the fucking name
Weekly
of it.
chill
The
film.
Weekly Chill Film that we
Which is
did
not
every
weekly.
5 months.
Or chill. No, we didn't really film. But
Anything.
But we...
So we're gonna bring you know just this every now and then different theme podcasts. I think our next episode's gonna be an Oscar show, post Oscar show. But we'll have like our Christmas special that we always do, and maybe a Halloween one this year.
Arbor
Just
Day.
different episodes,
Oh, nice.
just to talk about different things. We'll have movie reviews up. We already have 2 up on the page if you've seen it. The Die Hard review and Oogie Loves. We're gonna have 21. I keep wanting to say 21 Jump Street, but that's not it. 21 and Over. We have an early review of that coming up, so stay tuned for that. It's a fucking bad movie. That's the only review. It's really fucking bad.
Saved you a bunch of time.
Yeah, but this is our top 10 episode, so let's get started. You guys want to start with the worst or the best?
I think worst.
Start with the
Sure.
worst.
Yeah, with
Worst,
best.
okay.
Okay, so how many bad movies did you guys see last year?
I have 6.
I mean, I saw bad movies, but when...
Okay,
but
how
the-
many bad
Yeah.
movies
Okay.
did you guys see?
No,
last
let me explain, because
Okay.
you said, like, the worst, so I figure, like, movies that I may have seen bad movies, but
Then those should be on your
I'm picking
list.
out the cream of the crop, the worst of the worst.
Okay, all right.
Fine.
How many have you seen?
5.
All right.
Because...
There we go. Taron,
Because-
Taron, did you see
No,
the bad
it doesn't
movies?
have to be a because.
Yeah.
Because
That's
it's like
good.
a top 10, and I don't have
Oh,
enough,
bad.
so it's like a top
I figure
5.
if you want to join in, you can just go off of my list. If you've seen the movie, you can be like, "Oh, hey, I saw that."
I'll just agree with you.
Okay, so
Yeah, I guess I saw some of them range from pretty mediocre to just downright awful.
that's the thing about this year. This is like really mediocre,
Yeah. I mean,
with
it was-
some of them being really
I mean, I
bad.
thought it
so
was
I guess
pretty
I'm
good.
like saw 2 films in that range basically this year.
So I guess we'll go clockwise, starting from me. I have a shit ton of them. I'm only gonna list 5 of them. You have 6 or so?
I have 6.
Okay, I'll list 6 of them.
See, what are you giving me shit for? Like, oh, name how many bad movies?
'Cause
Oh,
you're
I'm only
Yeah,
gonna
but
watch
the
5.
thing is, you wanted to name every single one of them that time. It was like for our Christmas episode. Like, all right,
Oh, that's right,
our
yeah.
5 favorite Christmas movies. He's like, I have 15. Like, should I start from 15?
I had 10.
Did you have 15?
I had 10.
You had a bunch of something on some other episode. But anyway,
That was before we saw Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, so it would have been 11.
okay, my number 6 is gonna be Red Tails, which Jeff and I saw at the beginning of the year. The one about the Tuskegee Airmen, which was really, really fucking bad.
Yep.
The intro credits, it looks like it was made on
iMovie.
Windows. No, it looks like it was made on Windows Movie Maker. Like the most plain font, and then like even the special effects looked like a fucking PlayStation game. And not PlayStation 3, like PS1.
This is a movie that has literally no character development. None. You don't know anything about these characters. You barely even know, you barely know anything about them.
And it does the thing where it's like, I'm gonna get married. Oh look, he's dead.
Exactly, the biggest cliche in all war movies.
Oh man, this was a bad movie, and
Yeah.
I should have seen Haywire, but I didn't. Like, well, that day, I did eventually see it. It was really good.
We saw it together.
We did. Fuck, you're making us sound like a couple.
I was just about to say that.
Don't
Never mind.
say that.
Is she in color? Was she hot in the movie or?
Oh, Gina Carino?
Well, the
Carano,
MMA fighter.
Carano, she's really hot in the movie.
Yeah.
She's really fucking sexy. And it's strange how she can be sexy and completely scary at the exact same time.
That's how I like my women.
Pretty much.
Scary.
She's perfect. She was like curvy and like, but she's a good actress too.
Well, what was good about it is that you see
We're
some
not talking about
action movies-
Haywire.
Well,
We're done talking about Haywire.
Fuck you, I'm out!
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
so
God.
podcast starring Arcano, Black Suits, Justin, and Tyrion. Jeef is gone. Oh, and bad news. We were going to have special guest Nicolas Cage, but we're not going to have special guest Nicolas Cage anymore.
He got out of the cage.
You had to save the Declaration of Independence.
Again. We will have him next episode, as well as special guest Al Pacino. We're in talks with him.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting such popularity now.
We are, man. I'm telling you. Jeff, what's one of your ones?
Besides Red Tails, Paranormal Activity 4, which was so underwhelming. Like, okay, so we saw the third one together.
Which is bad.
Stop saying that. Stop saying that after every movie.
I meant me, Adrian, and Tyrone.
Is Tyrone there? Were you there?
I was there.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know why people watch those
I
movies.
liked Paranormal Activity 3, and it was the same directors, and I like Catfish also. It's the same people who did that. So I went into this knowing, all right, well, it's probably not going to be that great, but I got free passes. Why not? I like the first one for what it was. I like the third one. It'll be fun.
Wait, you didn't like Catfish?
No, I like Catfish.
Oh.
Yeah. But this movie is so. It doesn't offer anything new. It's not scary. It's just not only is it boring, but it pulls the biggest this movie. This is a movie. All its scares come from jump scares. They're like.
That's the third one, though.
Oh man,
That's why I don't
if you
the
didn't
third
like the
one.
third one, you would have hated this one. Cause there's a cat that jumped in front of screen. Oh, it's scary. Or there is literally a point where the editor tricks you and so the main girl is packing some clothes, and then all of a sudden it abruptly cuts to her making a loud noise, and some of the audience members go, "Oh my god!" Like you're supposed to be scared by that, but it's not scary. It's just an editing trick.
Oh, you went to one of those screenings, right, where they record the audience?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about right now, and I wasn't paying attention?
Paranormal Activity.
Okay,
Paranormal
my
Activity 4
number 6
sucks.
is gonna be.
It's awful. Don't see it. And this is a fan of the third one, and I like the first one for what it was. But they're making another one, and
So my number
what
6.
the hell?
It's because you're black.
I know it is.
Wait until.
Yeah. So my number 6 is a movie that Jeef loved, and a lot of people liked, and I didn't, and that's Ted. And
It's not funny.
Yeah, it's
not a funny
just-
movie.
It's Family Guy humor where there's funny jokes in between long stretches of bad plot and attempts at character development. And
The thing is, like, even Family Guy is funnier than that, though.
Yeah.
some of it is. I don't know.
Well, maybe not recently, but, like, I rewatch the first seasons every now and then,
No,
and that always cracks me up.
I feel like this is more modern Family Guy where there are some really funny jokes, but then it doesn't really work for a 90-minute movie. Like, I like the beginning and the end with Patrick Stewart narrating. That made me laugh, and then that was about it. A lot of it was just, it's a stuffed animal, and he's smoking
He's
weed.
doing drugs.
Like, that's a people thing, and it's a stuffed animal doing it.
Yeah, I
It
remember-
makes these people.
I remember there was like a website that had like alternate movie titles, and for Ted it says Peter Griffin as a talking bear,
Yeah,
and basically I was like, oh my god, they are so right.
That's true.
yeah.
I really liked it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I've seen it
You
twice.
could be
I
wrong.
really liked it.
I really, really liked it.
You
I
could
think
be
it's,
wrong.
I think
We
it's a
added
really
another
good
one to
comedy.
it.
I saw it in the theaters twice.
What the
That's-
fuck?
that's
Why?
twice
I saw
too
it at
bad.
the No, I saw it at the Davis and Ben
That's
hadn't
too
seen,
bad.
so I was like, oh, I'll see Ted again. Why not?
All right, so yeah, I guess it's my turn.
Yeah, if you want to list off
Yeah.
one of yours, if you have one.
Right. Well, yeah, I do. I mean, really, I just saw two this year, so two bad films. I'll
Okay.
make that clear. But I'm trying to remember. It's I forget the name of the title of it. It was a film with Tom Hardy and Shia LaBeouf. And
Oh, Lawless.
Lawless?
Lawless.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I
Well,
thought it was just.
like I saw what it was going for, and I just felt that it was weak. Like they're going for something. Maybe it's my aversion to the fact that Louis Stevens is trying to be a serious actor, and I can't take that seriously with him anymore because he always be Louis Stevens to me and stuff. But it's just the editing felt a bit choppy towards some of the scenes. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you
Remember
mean.
how like towards the end where he's like, spoiler alert, jumping, dancing in a river and stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
I
and
didn't see
it
it.
like for
Oh,
some
yeah.
reason it decides to fade, like go to a black screen and fade back in and show him going to like come out of the river. It's like, what the fuck? Why were they doing that shit? What was
We're
the
just
point of it?
messing
I
with
thought
the
they were-
audience about that at that point.
I thought it was going to end there. It's like, oh, he dies? Okay. And it's like, no, he just come out of the river. He
He
was fine. Like,
literally
what?
just walks out.
What is wrong with you? Why are you like, no, this makes no sense. I mean, I like some of the films of Johnny Hilton. I like,
Bane cannot die from falling into a river.
I like from what I saw in his film.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to stop you really quick. Was that a Bane impression?
No.
Right? What are you doing? Really? That's awful. No, I'm sorry. No.
Oh.
If you're a loyal listener, which means you're also imaginary, that Jeff loves to do impressions, and they're all terrible.
Every single one of them.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
God.
like what would it sound like if Kermit the Frog reviewed Lawless?
Why your cock? I choked on my spit.
That was even better than I could. Okay, going back to
Sorry,
Lawless.
Jeff.
No,
Sorry,
but
go
no,
back.
man, it was, I don't know. And also the thing with Guy Pearce's character, I couldn't tell, was he trying to do a Chicago accent or
I
what?
don't know.
It seemed like it was between
was-
Chicago and a German accent style. Like,
Well, he was the kind of character that was so over the top that
Yeah.
it's kind of just like.
I really don't give a care anymore about you, man. Like, just go away. I don't care that you have this weird phobia. What was his? It was like a germaphobe or something.
Dude, I barely like up until you
I don't
just said it
remember.
right now.
I
didn't
don't remember at all.
Yeah.
If he even had a phobia in it.
It was.
So you didn't.
So-
You really didn't like it. He really like. He liked
I
it.
didn't really like it. I just thought it was pretty. It was fun watching it. I liked.
thought
I
it was
enjoyed
just
it.
okay. I was
I
kinda
love.
like,
He's a fucking bastard in it, but I'm always forgetting his name. Guy Pearce. I like Guy Pearce.
Yeah, I like Guy Pearce. I mean, I like all his actors, even Louis Stevens. So, it's
Louis
just,
Stevens.
I love how he's just.
yeah, what has happened to Louis Stevens anyway? Like, I heard that he's trying to be a method actor or some shit. Like, apparently.
Yeah, he's trying to be a method actor, and by that, it's like he's gonna be in Lars von Trier's
Yeah,
movie
Nymphomaniac.
Nymphomaniacs. Like,
Oh, yeah,
oh,
that's
I'm gonna be a method actor,
You know how
so
he
I'm
got
gonna be fucking everyone.
You know,
like,
you
that's
know how
just-
he got the role, right?
He sent a sex video. for
Yeah,
himself.
and apparently in The Necessary Death of Charlie Countryman, he actually did acid for some of the scenes. He actually
Really?
did acid, and for Lawless, Mia Wachowski,
Oh, I don't know
Oh,
how
yeah.
to pronounce her name.
she apparently said that for his method acting, he actually drank actual moonshine.
and that he was
So he was-
scary or something
yeah,
at
I was
some
like,
point.
Shit, son, like, cool it, man.
It's
We
not
love
being
you.
method actor. It's like him just using that as an excuse
Yeah.
to drink moonshine,
Yeah.
make a sex video, and do acid.
It's like, whoa, my method acting. It's like, where the fuck is your Oscar then?
You were just bored over the weekend.
You see the shit though. You're not gonna get it, but.
But I'm done rambling.
Tara,
I
you got a
can't
movie you
believe
want to
that.
talk about that was really bad and you just did not like?
Not right now.
Maybe later.
Like, you-
Well, I'll get to another one I saw. Another one on my list is a movie that you guys probably never heard of from last year. It's called This Must Be the Place.
Oh yeah, what's that supposed to be? Where Sean Penn was like
Sean
a
Penn,
Robert Morgan like character or something?
Sean Penn is like the lead
Cure.
singer of The Cure. Yeah.
Robert Morgan, yeah.
Is it Robert?
Robert Smith.
Robert
sorry.
Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's basically Robert Smith, like really effeminate. He looks just like him. I mean, the big black hair
I
and
heard
stuff like that.
David Byrne was in it too.
David Byrne is in it. I mean, This Must Be a Place is a song from
Yeah, Talking Heads.
Talking Heads. And, okay, here's the plot. Sean Penn is Jewish in the movie. His dad is dying. His dad was in, I think, Auschwitz or something. He survived the Holocaust. And Sean Penn is looking for this Nazi who's still alive who tormented his father. And he's going to basically just go and get revenge on it.
That sounds awesome.
That sounds awesome. Fucking terrible movie. Like, long stretches of nothing at all. Sean Penn just fucking sitting there, maybe eating a sandwich or something.
What?
And his acting, I guess, is okay.
I heard that Frances McDormand played his wife in the movie.
Yeah, Frances McDormand plays his wife, and she does an okay job, but it's just, everything just seems so bizarre and, like, it just doesn't fit well. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's just boring as hell. It was, I really wanted to walk out. I was going to go see Flight that day.
Oh.
But then my dad just didn't feel like watching it. Flight is like, what, 2 hours and something? 2 hours and...
Oh, that's actually over 2 hours. Yeah.
It's over 2 hours, and it was like the 9 o'clock show. So my dad was like, I'm going to fall asleep if I go see it. So we're like, okay, well, This Must Be a Place is like an hour, 30 minutes. Might as well fucking been 3 hours. Like, that feels
Man.
like one of the longest movies I've seen last year. And it's... I guess it's like technically an Italian movie. Like, it's an Italian director, Italian
Yeah.
crew, and all this stuff. And it feels like it's trying way too hard to be foreign and pretentious.
Yeah, that's what it was. I just remember, like, there was a side to go on, and they like do like film corners things, and they posted trailer 4, and one of the characters said, like, one of the people commented, it feels like the director's trying too hard or something.
Yeah, he's trying way too hard. There's a
intellectual.
scene where this, like, he's, Sean Penn is on the lead of, like, looking for this Nazi, and he's kind of tracking him. Tracks him down to this hotel where he was staying at, but he's no longer there. So Sean Penn's just hanging out in the room again, just sitting, and a fucking bison, like, goes at the window, makes a really loud noise, startles everyone, and it's just, like, shots of Sean Penn looking at the bison, and the bison looking back at Sean Penn for a good 3 minutes.
There's like this music playing. It's
And there's
slow.
like violin music that's like really annoying. Oh my god!
Wait,
this
it's like
was-
there's a fat woman, like an angel outfit come in and start dancing.
it might as well have
Yeah,
been.
might as well.
Fuck. It's there's no reason to see this movie. The plot's not that good. I don't even
Actually,
understand
the
what
plot
happens
sounds-
to
the story
the
sounds
Nazis.
awesome. Though.
It does sound awesome.
I
It
know when I
sounds
first heard
great,
of-
but with bad
yeah,
execution.
Because when I first heard the plot, it's like, dude, this actually sounds like a cool.
I want to
film.
see it
like,
based
go
on the
see
trailer.
this.
The trailer
Sean
made it look
Penn,
good.
Nazi Hunter.
It's like,
I guess if there's one good thing to say about the movie is it's just the soundtrack's good. They do have the song from Talking Heads. They even have it like kind of remixed or redone by a different band, and it's pretty cool. But that aside, there's no reason to see this movie, and I fucking hated every single second of it.
All right, let me see. Let me pull this up.
Okay, my number 5 is a movie that I saw with Jeff, and it was a terrible, terrible experience. And it's Snow White and the Huntsman.
oh god.
I saw it because Jeff invited me. I knew nothing about it, but I don't know. It sounded like, hey, could be okay. Probably okay.
I'm sorry, Tony. I just.
He was looking at something. Go on.
You just interrupt me, Jeff.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me.
Black, that's why.
But-
Racist.
It was,
Yo, Jeff is actually outnumbered again.
yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
are the minority today, sir.
Aren't I always though?
Oh, you're fucking white and entitled. Why would
Yeah,
you?
you're white in America.
No,
Right,
I
fair.
meant in our group.
It depends. But go on.
No,
In general.
Go on, please.
It was mildly amusing when there were the dwarves showed up and what's the guy's name?
Ray Weinstein?
Thor.
No, not him. He was,
Chris Hemsworth?
no, one of the dwarves.
Yeah, Ray Weinstein.
no,
Bob
Nicholas,
Toby
Nick
Jones.
Frost.
Nick Frost. There we go. Who's one of
Nick
them?
Frost is always.
Wait, Nick Frost is in the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, how did the dwarves look?
They're okay.
Were they like Vikings or something?
I don't remember. They were the best part of the movie. That's all I remember. They were mildly amusing. The rest of it was just terrible. It was Kristen Stewart. She can't act. Or
Did she fight at least? Or
what?
did she fight?
Sorry for the clicking.
And then it was bad to drag.
You know what? I'm sorry, Justin.
No, I heard that apparently Charlize Theron's character, apparently
She's awful.
that she
It's weird though because I wasn't sure what she was trying to accomplish.
Speak up a little bit, please.
Okay, yeah, I've never heard that when talking about movies before ever. Speak up, please.
no, but so I'm not trying to take away from you, but I heard apparently that her character gets she talked about how she got raped or something, and instead of attacking the guys who did it to her, she decided to get every woman because something about she.
That may have been.
I don't
really
remember.
insane.
Was that? I mean, are you nervous?
Man, I
I'm
only saw
gonna
this
be
once.
honest,
I remember
that sounds
liking
familiar.
it,
Yeah.
but I will say that Charlize Theron is such a great actress, and she was so bad in this. She really was.
I stopped watching it. My parents rented it, and they were watching it. They kind of liked it.
I thought it funny because there were two black guys behind us, and they made me laugh.
Oh,
like
they were hilarious.
I don't know. They're
We're talking throughout the movie? Or?
Yeah, they were talking about the movie, just
fine.
reacting to things.
During the Oogie Loves review, I told when.
Yeah, you
Charlize
told that
Theron-
long
yeah.
story. You did.
Okay.
I heard that one shot of Chris Hemsworth with an axe is not even in the movie at all. In the trailer,
Oh, he
it's
has an
running.
axe.
Is this in the movie?
Dude, I don't even remember the movie. I don't even remember the trailer.
It was bad.
I
I
liked
know.
the movie though. I remember liking it.
So,
You should.
Jeff, do you have yours pulled up now?
I do, and it's probably going to be a movie that's also on Tyrone's list, Battleship, which is
I didn't see that.
the
I
lowest
forgot it
grossing
existed.
film of December 2012.
really.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It's probably the lowest grossing film
Of the summer,
of the
maybe.
summer.
Wait, didn't Oogie Loaves come out in the summer?
No, it came out like in spring.
Came out in August.
That's right.
Okay. Oh, Oogies.
Well,
That's
Oogies
right.
24. Oh my god! But Battleship is. You know how there's movies that are like, oh, this is gonna be dumb, but it'll be fun, like The Last Stand,
Or like Snow White.
or
the
or,
Hunter.
or like the A-Team or Drive Angry or the Crank movies where you're like,
Uh-huh.
oh, but these are at least fun. They know what they are. Battleship is so dumb that it doesn't even get that enjoyment. It's just so much stuff where you're just like, that's stupid, that's ridiculous.
Oh,
And it's not even fun at all.
I'll discuss it later.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so dumb and it's just not fun. It's just bad.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, this is my number one bad movie of the year. And it begins with the three words DKR. Or as you like to call it, Dark Knight Rises.
Really?
I hated it. Okay, I hate it so much. Okay, there's so many fucking plot holes in this film. Okay, the part where Jogo shoots his two guys and he asks them questions that he kills them.
Oh,
He's like,
Jojo.
"What's going on? What's going on? Like, what the hell? You shot them. Why were you asking them questions? You just no." And also the other part too, where Batman fights Bane. So he's like, "Where's the trigger? Where's the trigger? Where's it?" And it's so many. It's okay. I basically, and another thing I feel is the acting. I basically equate the acting to it being like a middle school dance. Everyone's just standing around, not knowing what to do, and it basically feels like that's what the film was about. Like, no, everyone's just standing around. It's like, yep. Oh, Bane, hey, look what he's doing. Oh, he's taking over the city. Oh, where's Batman? Oh yeah, he's been dead for 8 years.
Well, I agree.
Okay, another fact too I hate is how if Gotham's supposed to be separated from the rest of the world for about 6 months, then how does Bruce Wayne get into Gotham? Mind you that he's basically become bankrupt, and he's basically was all the way out in the Middle East. I mean, does...
Oh, hold on. They actually explained this.
Really? How?
He's Batman.
No, it's actually...
Because he's
Okay,
the goddamn
this is
Batman. That's what-
Batman.
Yeah, but it's funny thing. My friend actually pointed out. He made 2 points. Griffin. He said like it would be funny if the film had done where they got a Henry Cavill to come and help him out in the Middle East. So talk about the thing.
Okay,
And
that would have been.
the second thing would have been
extremely awesome. awesome.
And the second thing would be remember how he's taking the part out in the bomb out of the city and stuff.
Yeah.
They're funny. They had like Adam West, and he's like, only some of us could be heroes. Adam was just saying that. I really clapped my hands like, thank you. One Sammy Grace for his film, but
Justin, he is the man of bats. He can do anything.
Dude, it doesn't matter, man. Well, basically, what the part? Come on, he's basically a crippled. Well, that's
No, I'm not gonna lie and say that he doesn't have
it's an
flaws.
offensive show. You could.
it's still he's become handicapped. He's become handicapped, and it's it doesn't explain. Look, I understand you're Batman, I understand you're Bruce Wayne, but come on, you're still a human. I mean, you need to explain your shit, man. I mean, look, I understand your parents died a long time ago, and you went through your whole emo stage until your 40s and shit. But come on, there's some shit. I mean, that's why I kind of feel that Nolan basically was half-assed directing it. To kind of feel like he didn't want to do Batman 3 at all, but the studio basically said like,
You gotta do that.
yeah, I gotta do this. So he basically
Dark Knight
fine,
would have been a good ending
If
if we didn't know that there was going to be a trilogy.
No, I think
It would have ended fine.
No, I think that's what it was supposed to be. I think Dark Knight was supposed to have been it right there. Because I feel like this last shot where he's going into the light and stuff,
Awesome.
that was it. I mean, I felt like, okay, this was actually a good film. So I felt that should have been ended it and stuff. But it's. I mean, I still like Tom Hardy. I still think Christopher Nolan's a good director. But the film itself, it's just yeah. I get puzzled by the fact that why does Bane's voice sound like Bill Cosby? Like underbelly, it was like,
one got from this bippity boppity.
yeah.
All right, for the rest of this podcast, we're all going to be doing it in the Bane voice. The entire crew. You just sound like an old man who's having a stroke. And Justin, don't feel bad for saying cripple, because last episode he outed an entire people.
Wait, who outed who? Jeff, you outed someone?
I said dwarves, and I thought that's
his exact words. They like to be called dwarves, though.
I thought that's
someone called you, I was like, what the fuck, man? That's offensive language.
I thought that's
Someone tried to, but he couldn't reach his keyboard. Damn.
We're going to help.
Actually, he didn't have an internet connection. You had to pay his internet bill, but it came up a little short.
It reminds you of that SNL skit where Amy Poehler and Seth Green were doing a joke about the world's fastest man got married, and they were making all the jokes about how hard it was, no pun intended, how hard it was for his wife to find his penis. And they said 3 hours later, and yet she still has not found a penis. And
I thought that's what they. I thought that's what
No,
was the appropriate.
I thought that's what they wanted to be called.
They refer to them little people.
I mean, just like black people like to be called the N-word, right? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we love people.
I didn't say
like that
midget.
You just did now.
something else. I was so ready for it. I was so ready for him to say the N-word right now.
Well, even asked that.
I didn't say.
Well, Anton would know.
Well, I even asked him. He was like, "Do they like to be called dwarves?" And Anton was like, "No, they prefer little people."
You're from Iceland, which is where dwarves live. That's what they created,
Wait,
right?
He likes Anton that question?
Well, I asked him like, "Do little people like to be called dwarves?"
What did he say?
He said no.
You ever heard that song from what's the guy who does all the music for Toy Story and shit? Randy Newman. Have you heard his song about short people?
No.
Oh yeah, sure.
They-
People
No reason to live.
I listened to that song again.
Yeah, listen to that song. Like,
that song.
what the fuck?
Why would you say a song like that? There are people.
Oh.
Someone needs to edit that into the Toy Story movies.
It's on the tape for it. I remember as a kid, it's on the tape for the soundtrack. Well, back when it used to be on tape, it's on
I
there.
remember that. Yeah.
But
I wonder when that song
we're at
came
number
out,
4,
it
right?
caused a lot of controversy.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Well, there were the
Four.
different numbers.
What should I pick for this one? Step Up Revolution, because I really, really like Step Up 3,
I'm so
and
perplexed by you
I
saying
really
you like
like
Step
Step
Up
Up 2.
Here's the thing. Step
it's
3 is a
dance-
horrible movie, but the dance sequences are awesome.
Well, yeah, you can say that for Grease, but Grease is actually a good movie with good dance sequences. So,
But Grease isn't a dance exploitation movie. Grease is a musical.
yeah, musical dance.
Step Up is a dance exploitation movie. It's dancing. Everyone dances for no fucking reason.
They need to pay for
so-
their
There's a whole scene in Step Up 3 where it's like a old, it's like a Singing in the Rain type musical or
What
dance
about
number.
High School Musical. Would you consider that to be a musical? Or
I haven't seen that. I wouldn't want to.
What? Wow, you're like the first of this generation, I think.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen
What? You? So, you?
I haven't.
Didn't she
What
go see
the-
High School Musical?
What were y'all, wait, 13 years old? What were y'all doing? 12 years old? What were y'all doing when Disney came over with that
Was
shit?
that a dark secret that wasn't supposed to be
Was
revealed?
that-
It wasn't. Watch.
Yeah, I
What?
was
Totally.
watching it. Seriously.
Totally you, man. That was so you.
Oh my god.
I feel like it was fairly easy to live in my generation
Yeah.
and not see
Wow,
High School
that's-
Musical.
Wow.
Like, it wasn't like a high school.
I have little
You gotta
cousins,
check
and
out
I
these High
always
School
avoided it,
Musicals.
even from them.
Like,
But anyway,
You don't want Gabriel. You don't want no part
You
of
don't
this
want no
shit.
part of this shit. But anyway, Step Up Revolution is like, I was looking forward to it because the trailer makes it look pretty cool. Like, okay, cool, more dance exploitation. It's gonna be in 3D again. It's gonna be more awesome dances, and you watch it, it's like, this is fucking stupid. Like, the whole thing is just these whiny ass, entitled ass kids being like, oh, we gotta save this neighborhood, and big
white.
You
corporations are
gotta
bad.
change the rec center.
You telling me that big corporation company is trying to bring down this neighborhood and stuff like that?
So they try to raise money through YouTube. A big corporation.
They try to raise money,
Is that the
which they clearly have already by making all these elaborate ass sets and shit like that.
You saw a YouTube page? Is that literally the film when you saw a YouTube page? And
Isn't that what it is?
What's up?
is that
Yeah,
what
no,
it
they
is?
well they're like known through YouTube, and that's like they become like one of the scenes in the movie is how they become like the most watched video on YouTube for like a little bit. Like, oh look, everyone's talking about them now. Everyone's talking about the mob, which I wish it was like Bane was a part of it. Like that would have been interesting. But
To save the rec center.
I am Step Up.
You man, I was born in it. Raised in it.
But it's just really stupid, and the dances aren't even that impressive. There's one in particular that was really cool, and you saw it in the trailer. Like, everyone's kind of dressed up in like business attire. That one was cool, but the rest of the stuff is just stupid to the point where even my disbelief, I couldn't just watch it and be like, oh, it's a movie. I was analyzing the entire thing. Like, how did they make a giant robot within 5 minutes? Just to make an example about something like that's just stupid.
Like an actual giant robot?
It's like a giant machine statue thing, but with eyes and like glowing red eyes.
What?
And it's animatronic
Is this
too.
like a science fiction film now or something?
No, it's supposed to be like, oh, it's this guy who does street art. He's a really good street artist, and that's like,
Let's make a robot.
yeah.
We have the technology.
Hold on, I need to check something. Really. Oh,
No,
never
you're
mind. It's cool. It's cool. You go ahead.
All right. Well, I said I had 5, but my number 5 I don't really particularly hate. I just don't like. It was a Dictator, which I just didn't really find that. I don't know. It was just, even for a movie like that, I just didn't really like anyone in it. Some of the jokes were really funny, but others were either just not funny or just some where you're even for
It was
a Sacha-
stupid, but I laughed
the
enough
Sacha
to
Baron
not.
Cohen movie. You were like,
be pissed
I
off.
don't know, that's a little
Not
too
it.
much. I don't know. I just didn't really care for it at all.
I thought some of the jokes were really, really funny. Like, I was dying at some
Well,
parts.
the opening joke where the guy in the doctor's office.
Oh yeah, where like everything's been
Aladdin.
changed to Aladdin.
Yeah.
But
But
I didn't think it was that bad.
Ben rented it again. I was like, well, maybe I'll like it this time. But
You didn't?
No, I didn't. I still had the same reaction. Like that wasn't that good.
Tyrone, you're up.
Okay, my number 4 is the sequel to one of my favorite movies, and it's Wrath of the Titans. Don't remember them anymore. Yeah. terrible.
That movie
That
sucked.
movie was awful, and I only saw it because of
Oh, I
Gene.
get it now.
It wasn't that clever a joke. But anyway,
I seriously did just get it. I was like, he didn't.
Yeah, I
see
just
Clash
got it
of
after he
Titans.
said I got it.
yeah.
Wait,
And- I forgot it actually is a sequel. 'Cause I didn't, Anyway.
Yeah, it actually is a sequel to
Yeah.
Clash of the Titans, but
Both of them are terrible. And It just was bad. And
It was a movie where I went into it. We all went into it because we were going to go see Jeff, who lives at home, and not we're going to go see Jeff at home. I mean, like we're going to go see the movie.
Just
Jeff lives
staring
at home
for 2 hours.
and we
That
get
would've been
there.
more
We get there and they're like, "Oh, it's at 1 o'clock. It's not going to be $6." And we're like, "Oh, well, we're here," and it's like 10:30, and Jeff is like, "Oh, well, I thought they kept the same show times from yesterday. They don't change these things."
I forgot to click on Friday instead of Thursday. I mean, Thursday instead of Friday. No, wait.
I mean,
Saturday
Saturday instead of
Saturday.
Friday. But anyway, so it's a hassle for me to go downtown. So we're like, well, I'm here already. Let's see something. Like, how Wrath of the Titans. So throughout the movie, I was like, this is fun. I don't mind it. And I really think it was just me in denial that I just spent all this time and wasted money on this shit.
It was just awful.
That might be me because I also came out going like, this is fun. But I haven't seen
You
it
gave
since.
it a high matinee.
No, I didn't. No, I
You gave
didn't.
it a high
I
matinee.
gave a matinee.
Just a
I said maybe, and then I retracted. I was like, no, that's too much.
I paid a matinee price for it, and I was very disappointed. So no, it's not.
It was bad. Terrion, you want to go with your top 5?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, dude.
That's this year.
Never mind.
Can't count?
Well, it sucks anyway. So
You'll know what the
What are
difference
we
between
doing?
12 and 13?
Oh, we're doing it 2012?
Yeah. Seeing as how this year hasn't ended yet.
I might found bad. I'm not sure it came out in 2012. Did Piranha 3DD?
That came out last year.
2012?
Yeah.
Okay, then I hated it. What happened? I feel like what made Piranha 3D so much great and awesome, they basically stripped all that away. And Piranha 3D, I felt like
3 double D.
3 double
Get it
D.
correct.
Yeah. Excuse
I wanted to see it too because I love Piranha 3D. That's a stupid ass movie, but I fucking
what
love it.
happened was they decided, okay, we got to be more ridiculous as much as possible as we can for 3D, and then they basically fell in that. I mean, they had Ben Rames and they have Paul Scheer, and they had David Culture. Ketcher,
I
but
forgot.
still,
David Ketcher is in it.
But the 3 people, it still sucked. And get this, there's a scene in this film where basically one of the piranhas basically goes up to one of the girls' vaginas, and there's like a sex scene that she's about to have with this boy she likes.
Does the piranha bite off the dick?
Yeah, but it's on the boy's. No, it gets on his dick. But guess what happens? The only way he'll be able to get the piranha off his dick is by cutting his dick off. And that's what that's what it is. I'm not joking.
I gotta get this piranha off my dick. Let me cut it off.
That's what he does.
What's the point?
He does. That's what he does. It's like remember have you ever seen Her 27 Hours?
Yeah.
You know the scene where he's
Oh my god!
it's like that where he's like struggling. I can't do this. And it's like intense music playing and like.
That's fucking
And
ridiculous.
the funny thing is that what happens was that when the piranha goes away from the girl's vagina to the guy's dick, the girl passes out, and the guy's like, "What the fuck?" And then he like gets up and he like feels it, and then the girl like wakes up again and stuff. It's like, what's going on? She walks up and goes, "What the fuck did you do to me?" And she looks down, like blood is like, squirting. It's like
She doesn't remember.
she doesn't like. And she calls her friends and says like, "Oh my god, Ryan cut off his dick." And the next scene takes place in a hospital.
It actually makes it sound hilarious.
It's really bad. And Christopher Lloyd's in it too and stuff.
Oh no!
Yeah. He's only in it for about like 3 minutes. And he
That
like
makes
talks.
it worse because of the other movie that.
Oh yeah, guess what? Get this. Guess what was at the end? They think to destroy all piranhas, but no. Oh, and also David Hasselhoff.
Christopher Lloyd was a piranha the whole time.
David Hasselhoff's in
That's
it.
right. Does it end like the first one? Like.
Yeah, like another development happens. They grow legs. They grow legs.
Christopher Lloyd was a piranha the whole time.
They grow
Like I said.
legs. That's what happens.
the
They go
first
to
one
walk
and
this
then-
league in. And then they're like, one of the kids sees one take a picture of it. Hey, Mom, look. And he's pointing at it. So he's going to take a picture. The piranha bites his head off.
That's awesome.
And this is the best part. Guess what David Hasselhoff says?
What?
He says, "Fucking ginger."
What?
Ginger. And
It ends like that?
Yeah, it ends like that. So,
That's
no, it ends
Oh,
also with,
by the way, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
In case you want to see.
It spoiler. It end actually ends.
No,
with,
you ruined Piranha.
Double D.
like the spoiler is that at the end it ends with David Hasselhoff doing his trademark Baywatch scene where he's like running slow motion.
Of course it does.
But
He's
it's more
actually just running regular.
which reminds me,
have the heart to
during
tell.
the scene he's such a little child and stuff, and he actually does Baywatch scene and stuff, but he slows like, oh god, man, I'm bloated. Oh jeez, he like
It's funny because he's old.
yeah, that's a joke.
He's not acting anymore.
Yeah, the film basically it's awful, man. Like it basically takes the fun energy of Prawn 3D and makes it basically.
I don't know, man. You made it sound kind of fun.
It's
I know it's probably not.
no,
but
it's
still.
time for another.
what's funny is
bad movie night.
No, that's okay.
No, but-
I rented Sinister for tonight.
what's
I haven't
funny,
rented anything else.
what's funny is that someone told me about this porno. It's called Cinema 2000. It's like a porno musical, and there's a scene about there's like this robot.
Well, let me look it up.
And there's a robot in the film, so he's the one who like makes sure that humans don't have sex. And he has like a country western song scene where he talks about how he wants to stick his plug inside something. And it's like him like saying country music. In fact, he wants to stick his plug inside there.
It's a robot? Is it like a sex? What the
Yeah.
what kind of-
It's
Oh, the Wall-E
it's a weird
porn.
thing that someone
Yeah.
described it to me. It's like a weird thing.
see.
They're like, why would a robot want to have sex in the first place? Robots are all feelings. They can't even know where it is. You know, it's yeah. But I'm done. That was my.
You know, I didn't see Piranha 3 Double D, but I remember that one part in the trailer that always cracks me up because Ving Rhames loses his legs
Oh, yes.
in the first one.
legs.
He comes out of the wheelchair, bring me my legs. I love that.
That was
That's
a
the
good
best.
part of the movie where him and Paul Scheer are like, he's like,
Paul
"Shit."
Scheer?
Paul Scheer from
Holy shit.
yeah, he's in like he's supposed like his caretaker and stuff. Like the scene is like Ben Rames is like he's trying like he wants to get in water. Says I don't want to get in water. He's like no, I need to get in water. Give me the water. So no, I don't want to get in water. It's like him struggling not to get in water, and Paul Scheer trying to run. She's like I'm not afraid of water. Water's not afraid of me and stuff. And it's like
His legs are guns, right?
yeah, like,
they
very
did
much,
the
he like shoots. Like
it's like a planetary thing.
I'm not joking, but it's like him shooting his legs like one continuous shot, just him shooting his legs out. It's like the camera.
I want that as a gif.
And the camera's like going like zooming in, out at the same time. It's like zoom in, out, in, out, in, out. It's like and it's God, this film it's just so ridiculous beyond me.
You made it sound funny though, but it's
It-
probably
it's-
awful.
It's probably not.
Yeah.
But which number are we on now?
I'm on one
Doesn't matter.
because you covered Red Tails.
I covered red.
Oh yeah, but versus another character. One more thing about Rocky.
All right,
So
last
Justin-
thing.
You know how the water park, you know how like the swimming pool they have those little dings, those little bubble dings that come out of the
Yeah.
bubbles?
Feels all good.
What's it
Feels all
called?
good around your dick and
Oh,
something.
right.
Yeah, one character does that. He puts his penis aside and like jacks out to it and stuff. It's like yeah, and like his friends watch him, like he tries this at it as it like being a normal day. Like yeah, my friend does that. And so like
His friends watch him.
yeah, it's like yeah, guess what I'm doing right now? I'm really okay. I'm like dude, what? Like
There are
okay,
those
whatever.
guys
Like no, wait, like they don't
Why
like,
are you guys watching me masturbate?
yeah, like, I was like they don't freak out by it. It's like this is not normal. You people are weird. So yeah.
Go on. What's
My number
next
one.
movie? Number
What?
one. Okay, who has a number 3?
I have a number 3.
Okay, it's
And I
Tyrone.
have a 2 that I haven't done yet.
Awesome.
Oh,
And a 1. My number 3 is the least ambitious title of all time, or one of them, and that's Man on a Ledge.
Holy
Wait,
shit!
no,
I
Charlie
completely
Hunnam.
forgot about Man on a
I
Ledge.
don't know who that is.
You should show Sons of Anarchy.
No, it's not that.
Charlie Hunnam.
It's the one with the
Sam
other guy.
Worthington.
Guy,
Sam
the other
Worthington.
time.
Oh yeah, I mean the one with Jimmy Bell, right?
Yeah, it was one of those movies where we got like a free pass, and Sam Worthington was there, and he was like, "Oh, it just wants to be a fun movie," and
He was there after
and
this
I was
movie.
in denial, like, "Oh, well, he's
Right,
right. It
and
was kind of a fun." No, it wasn't. Like looking back at it, it's completely forgettable. And
It was terrible.
It was probably him playing like a cop, like Amy Adams was in it or something.
No,
No.
Elizabeth Banks was in it.
there was Elizabeth Banks, Edward Burns was in it.
And Anthony.
Hold on 1 second, please. Hold on. Just stop talking for a second.
You looking it up?
Bring me my leg.
That's all I want to hear. His face in this. It looks like he's about to cry. Like he's trying to get an Oscar for this.
You dumb lost your waterpark privileges.
Oh my god. Okay, go on about Man on Ledge.
I don't know.
It's a bad movie. That's all you need to know.
The guy on the ledge, and then there's this bank robbery.
The most implausible bank heist in any movie.
I don't
I've
know.
ever seen.
It's not even that's implausible. It's just dumb. And
Well,
the whole movie's dumb.
Well, the whole movie's dumb, but okay, maybe Ocean's 11 and Ocean's 13 are probably more implausible, but the whole movie is like they make you buy into, oh yeah, this is fun, this could actually happen. Man on Ledge is just like these two college-age students, and they have like Mission Impossible technology in their backpack.
I'm sorry, I'm just looking at something. All right, number 3. You guys know Man on Ledge?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Why not? Don't see it.
Was he on the ledge the entire time at least?
Most, not the whole time,
well,
a
then-
lot of it.
So was it like a cop or something? Except for
No, he wasn't a cop.
He was being framed for
Yeah.
something
He was like
bad.
a regular. Basically, he's supposed to be on the ledge to distract everybody while his buddies steal this diamond.
Oh, from
Yeah.
Ed Harris.
Well, I'll do my number 2.
Oh yeah, he was in that.
He was in the movie.
Holy shit! And I really like that guy.
I
He's
honestly
been
don't
in,
remember.
He's supposed to be playing the Falcon.
Jeez. Huh?
He's supposed to be playing the Falcon, Captain America.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
Anyway, my number 3. Believe me, there are movies that I saw that were worse than this year. But my number 3 is Tim and Eric's $1 billion movie. You know what?
No.
Fuck! Don't even. You can try to defend it all you want. That argument.
Fight.
It's humor because, the humor is that it's not supposed to be funny. It's not supposed to be outrageous. Fuck that. This is not funny. That's just straight up not funny.
Their brand is anti-comedy. Anti-comedy.
Which works for a 15-minute show. They do funny shit on their 15-minute show when they're doing anti-comedy or regular comedy. There's that show Loiter Squad, which feels like it feels like a mix of Tim and Eric and Jackass, but with the Odd Future. Like and stuff like that is like I don't mind that because it's 15 minutes long. When it's a 90-minute movie that's actually trying to have a plot and shit like that, it does not work. You can't. That whole there's like 50 jokes in the movie that are edited to just be saying the same thing over and over again between two. That is not funny. And even if it's anti-comedy. Maybe it should just be used a little bit, not for a fucking 90 minutes.
Okay, hear me out. What about the shrimp scene with Ray Wise?
Fuck that.
The shrimp,
No.
so
Get the
much
fuck out.
shrimp.
Don't.
Oh, shrimp. Come on, you don't think that
That's-
was
no.
Ray Wise?
I don't think that was funny at all. In fact, it's pissing me off thinking about it right now. It's literally like making me mad. Because I sat through the entire thing. I watched the entire thing just by myself because it was on Netflix. I was excited to see it. I liked Tim and Eric. And I hated this movie.
I would have put it on my list if I didn't make it past. I only watched 15 minutes of it.
There was
so
one thing that really made me laugh.
I couldn't stand it
The
anymore.
penis.
It was Jeff Goldblum coming out and saying, "Hi, I'm Chef Goldblum." That for some reason just cracked me up. Just because it's like, Chef
Goldblum.
something
works.
something about the way he said it. But that was it. That was it. Fuck this movie. But it didn't piss me off as the next 2 on my list. So I'm gonna pass it down to
My number
Jeff.
2. Or choose up to your 1.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think my
Oh,
2
yeah.
is the
We'll
same
wait
as
for
your
you
1.
then. So
My 2 is a movie that I saw just because of you guys.
Oh yeah.
That's the Oogie
Oogie
Loves.
Loves. That's my
Big
number
balloon
1.
adventure. So you can, yeah.
we have our whole review on the site, so you
Yeah.
can look at that. We don't need to get into it.
It's
Yeah,
a
so
big
we-
balloon adventure of fun.
Yeah, we just killed 2 stones.
I know.
with a bird.
Sweet.
Wait, what?
All right.
Yeah, I know.
My number 2 is Silent Hill Revelation
Oh.
3D. I love the Silent Hill series of video games, except for the more recent ones that came out. Was it something
Downpour.
Bane? Downpour. Downpour sucked, but I like the other. I love the other games, especially Silent Hill 2 and Silent. I like Shattered Memories a lot. Shattered Memories has an awesome plot, but Silent Hill 3 is like one of the cult favorites of the series. I really like Silent Hill 3 a lot, and it's a pretty simple story for the Silent Hill universe. You know, there's a kind of like a cultish satanic society. They need to sacrifice the daughter of a daughter who was like born in Silent Hill, stuff like that. It's pretty simple. How could they fuck it up into a movie to make it like this makes no sense? First of all, it's supposed to be the same. It's this girl played by, I don't even know her name. It's an Australian Australian actress. She kind of looks like who's the chick from My Week with Marilyn?
Emma Watson.
No. The
Oh,
one who
Michelle.
plays. She kind of looks like Michelle Williams. She looks actually a lot like
My least
Michelle
favorite
Williams.
was.
She looks a lot like Michelle Williams, and I didn't see that.
he made
I
it
missed
funny.
that completely. I missed that completely.
Sorry, not me.
Oh, because they're not related.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty funny. But they just fucked up the plot on this one. Like, it's a simple plot. How the hell did they make it confusing? And there's like nothing going on in the film. There's no like action scenes except for the end where it turns into Mortal Kombat between Pyramid Head and this other monster.
Dude, she turns into a fucking like Megazord from Power Rangers.
She does. There's fucking Power Rangers at the end.
What?
That actress, I can't think of her name either. Trinity from The Matrix.
Oh, she's
Carrie
in it?
Ann Moss.
Yeah, Carrie Ann
Really?
Moss. She's the main villain in the movie, and that doesn't even happen in the game. But yeah, she turns into fucking Megazord from Power Rangers at the end of the movie.
It reminds me of
Fights
Mortal
Pyramid
Kombat,
Head.
the second Mortal Kombat movie. How
They made
one
a
of the characters
sequel?
turns
They
into
made a
a big
second one?
giant lizard or something.
That's
He fights like
exactly
a three-headed lizard. It's like as
it
a
was
kid,
kind of like that.
right? But as a kid, you accept stuff like that. When you get adult, you look at like, no, this is
No.
I'm not going to
You
accept.
turned
this.
into Michael from The Office.
The effects were really bad. I guess the reason that I rate this worse than Tim and Eric is because this is something I was looking forward to way before a trailer came out. Because I really like the first Silent Hill movie. I understand that it's not the best movie, but I like it because it actually feels like Silent Hill. Like they did Silent Hill justice, and for a video game movie to do that is pretty rare. So I was
will disagree on that.
looking forward a lot to Silent Hill 2, and they fucked it up all sorts of ways. There's nothing going on in the movie, like I said. It's just like set piece after set piece, and it feels like you're walking through a haunted house. In fact, there's a part where they're in the haunted mall from Silent Hill 3, and like they put in clowns.
Wow.
Like, oh look, evil clowns. Oh, are you scared? Like, it feels like a haunted house. It's so fucking cartoony, and it sucks. There's one good scene, which you've seen in the trailer, where it's like the spider made of like mannequin parts. That was like genuinely creepy, and it actually looked pretty cool. But that aside, there's no reason to recommend this movie. Fuck this movie.
Here's a film, I guess, on my list of listeners. I know I might get.
Oh, can I just ask him one thing?
What?
Sean Bean is in this movie. When
Sean
does he
Bean's-
die?
He does not die in the movie.
Are you
Wow.
fucking
Which
kidding me?
which makes no sense because his character dies in the game.
Wow.
He dies in everything.
So I was like picturing his death scene, like, oh, okay. Like, there's a moment in the trailer where it looks like, oh, this is where they kill him.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I remember this from the game. He's gonna be on the couch sitting down. He's gonna be dead. This is gonna be what causes her to go to Silent Hill. Nope, he's alive. He sets it up for another sequel. Like, okay, I have to go back and get your mom. Like, oh, fuck you, go make another one.
Does Ryan Mitchell come back?
No, not just that. They set it up for 3 sequels. They show, like, okay, he's like, I have to go get your mom. Then in comes that prison bus from Silent Hill Downpour. Like, oh, hey, remember this? Oh, look, they're going into Silent Hill. I wonder if we're going to make a new movie. And then that trucker from Silent Hill Origins is in the movie, too. So it's like, we can take 3 different routes, but it's not going to do it because it didn't make any money, so. Anyway, fuck this movie.
So yeah, I know I'm probably getting a lot of heat for this. So from Jeff, I know this one is.
Hold on, I'm taking a call from his parents.
Okay, you could have just left.
What?
Just leave.
Yeah. So, but
Justin was like, well, especially from Jeff.
yeah. So yeah, I guess I hate it anyway. But another film I really didn't like this year was The Silver Linings Playbook.
Seriously?
I
Yeah.
have to agree.
Yeah. Okay.
Fuck you too.
The problem I had with it was that it was too preachy about, and it was also too quirky. Here's what I'm good. Like I feel like every once in a while
Too
quirky.
quirky about what?
It's just about everything. It's just too quirky
You're gonna
because
have a whole bunch of people with
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah, that's
make
what-
it actually
quirky. I feel like
You know what? I thought it felt
Problematic.
realistic because I know people who are going through the shit that they're going through.
Right, but
depression, bipolarism. I know that shit. I'm dealing with that.
Right, right.
And I thought it was
like,
really realistic.
Right, but I feel like for that, it just felt like I feel like for every time when a film comes out that's quirky or something that's like quirky, everyone must overpraise it in a certain sense and stuff.
I have strong feelings about stuff like Playbook, but I'm gonna save it until later.
Yeah, but it's and the thing about the word Excelsior, I feel like when I like they say the word Excelsior one more time on screen, I swear I would get so pissed off.
Okay, I thought that was a little bit silly, but it didn't bother me.
Shut the fuck up about the word. Jeez, it's a word from Marvel. Why are you bringing up a word from a Marvel comic book?
Because it's something that inspires him, and he's mentally ill. He's like following this thing. It's like the one thing.
It gets annoying after a while. It was annoying after a while. And also the part where he's like,
"What's cliche
ended?" What? Yes, I did not like it. I did not like it. I really don't understand the praise they get. I really don't.
I thought it was unbelievable because with people with problems like that, you can't have a good ending. Like.
It's a silver lining! It's in the title! It's called silver linings!
I know, that's what, I don't know, it sets it up already, it's a done deal.
It's Justin, I'm your friend. Why do you say these things?
You're like, I would equate it more with like.
Why you little?
I would equate it more like with a TV movie we're watching CBS or something.
Oh.
You know? Like it's like one of those movies of weak things and stuff that two guys would talk about only for one time and that would be it. No one would bring it up again. Only some pop culture reference shit would bring it up. That's what I would equate watching something like Playbook like that. So.
It's the second best movie about mental illness, right after Tim and Eric.
What? Okay. I was really serious.
I'm kidding you.
That's a good film about this.
This year, but number one.
Okay, my number one is a movie I wanted to like just because I really like the leading actor in it, but it
that is it.
Jang. No.
Oh man.
No.
I'm really scared for a second.
Battleship.
Yeah.
You like the leading actor? You like Taylor?
He was in Friday Night Live.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about him.
He's like, why is he not getting his Oscar? He was really good in Friday Night Live.
Oh, he's getting big movies. They just bomb hard.
Oh my God, he was in one that I forgot to mention.
John Carter.
Super quick. I didn't see that.
Oh,
Savages? Fuck Savages. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, man, that movie's stupid as hell.
What's so stupid about
Oh
it?
my God, Blake. Her name's Blake Lively, right?
Yeah.
Blake Lively as the narrator. I don't know whose choice that was, but kill that person. Don't even fire them. Just kill that person.
She's a bad actress in the movie?
She's a terrible actress. And they have lines like, when we have sex, I have an orgasm.
What?
But Ben, he has a wargasm.
What?
He has to fuck the war out of him. Like,
what?
Oh, God. The only...
Wow.
Oh, the ending, too. The ending's a big fuck you to everyone.
I heard it. Is Emil Hirsch in it?
Emil Hirsch is... Yeah, he's in it for like a couple scenes.
What role did he have?
He's like this hacker type guy who helps him out with some stuff, like setting up new identities, kind of.
I haven't seen him in a while. I was wondering what's he been up to. I know he was in Killer Joe, which I heard was really good.
Killer Joe's really good. He's really good in that too. Killer Joe's fucking amazing.
All right.
What was that? Was that you saying? Was that you agreeing?
What was that? Matthew McConaughey.
That was Matthew McConaughey.
Another four.
Hard records up in this house.
Okay, we'll go on with Battleship.
Just
I'm sorry for
terrible.
interrupting.
The acting's bad, the plot's terrible, and a few times, like I thought, like they almost were trying to make it like
A parody of like the
parody.
Transformers
Yeah,
movies,
like
yeah.
they try. Like there's one time, I remember what one of the soldiers says something like we gotta save the Earth for something. I don't know, some like typical line, and one of the characters looks at like, who talks like that? and like the whole point, like the aliens shoot like these things that look like the pieces, the pegs in the Battleship game.
Really?
Yes. And like, well, basically, there's this for some reason I forget why, but apparently they're like blind for some reason, not blind, but like they can't see, so they have to aim by like just shooting at a grid.
Which goes into a whole other problem with the plot.
Yeah.
I know this is a stupid question to ask. I probably know what the acting's going to be. But how was Rihanna's acting?
She was fine.
Oh,
and by fine, I mean she wasn't terrible.
All of her lines are like one sentence or less.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't have to do anything. Like, she's there, but... I don't know. I can't really criticize. She didn't do a bad job. She didn't really do anything.
And Liam Neeson. Wait, because I don't remember.
Liam Neeson's in it in name only. Like he's there at the beginning as like the father of.
He dies, does he?
No, he doesn't die, but he's like the father of Brooklyn Decker, whatever.
Decker,
whatever.
Okay, I'm kind of confused because Battleship in the game, I don't remember there being aliens you fight. I remember you just fighting our Battleship. Basically.
No, it's Hasbro going.
Fighting as
Transformers
commies.
was great.
Try to save America.
No, but he plays this like character who's like, I'm her father, and I don't like you, Taylor kid. You're a
ruffian.
Yeah, I don't like you and my daughter. And like the whole like the beginning, it's funny. It's like him and his brother, and everyone's like, oh, you got to get your life together. And he's like, okay, and I'll join the military. No, now he's a commanding officer of the military, despite the fact that he's super lazy and it's awful at everything.
Yeah.
Well, that's why Jeremiah's in the Navy right now, right? Damn, he's actually he's the fourth eye in the Four Eyes Filmcast, but
he's in the
he
Navy.
probably won't be here till like the summer.
Yeah.
Maybe we could get him on Skype a couple episodes, but.
He's terrible even at getting chicken burritos, which
Yeah,
that scene was
also that's how he
ridiculous.
wins Brooklyn Decker's
There's
heart.
chicken burritos in this film?
Basically, okay, how he wins Brooklyn Decker is he runs into her at a bar and she wants to order a burrito from the bar. And he's
Wait,
like,
wait.
Hold on. She's at a bar and he comes up and she's like, oh, can I have a burrito? And the guy's like, no, it's after midnight or something, so we don't serve burritos anymore. We don't microwave them. And she's like, oh, but I really want a burrito. So Decker's just like, oh. I know what I should do. I should break into a convenience store and steal one for her.
While the Pink Panther theme is playing.
Yeah, and then after I steal it, and then basically, hold on, and then so he steals it, and basically she sees him with the burrito as he's getting tasered. And then it fast
He gets
forwards to
tasered
them,
and he goes, here's your burrito.
and then it fast forwards to them, and they're married. Or no, they're gonna get
They're
married.
engaged.
And he has to ask Louis
When you just told me I had so many Okay, first of all, if you want burrito, why would you go to a bar of all places?
That's in the first 10 minutes of this.
Yeah.
What?
It's all terrible.
Second of all, going a convenience store burrito is not even, it's like $1 to buy. Why would you just steal it? Are you that petty? You
Well, no,
can't
see,
buy-
the store is closed, apparently. They don't have 24-hour convenience stores. And
Wherever they're in.
Wherever
You can't go to a Mexican, restaurant.
A Mexican restaurant.
Or something. Or go to Taco Bell or something. I mean, they sell burritos.
Yeah.
But there's nothing but white people. I assume it's some part of pig fuck Alabama.
I've never heard that
I think
one.
it's Alabama.
I don't know.
I've really never heard that. That's
Oh, by the way, speaking of the South, did you hear that Mississippi finally ratified the 13th Amendment?
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I thought that was an Onion headline.
No, then Lincoln
That's
told-
fucking terrible.
like he forgot about it. He said, "Oh, they said 1995 they're about to do it." It's like, "Oh, we forgot." It's been
FISSI.
for over about 205 years.
What made that happen, Django?
No,
The Jamie Foxx song?
Lincoln made it happen.
Really?
They want like some guy said some university first saw it. He said, "Hey, jump guys."
They're like, when did this happen?
Oh no!
It's not a true story.
halfway towards whipping a slave, and I'm just like, wait a second here.
I thought he was a vampire hunter.
Is that policy?
I don't
One
feel
last thing
anything.
about Battleship before we go to good movies. So my favorite part is that it ends right before, and it tells you there's going to be a sequel.
Does it? I don't remember.
Yes,
that
it
well.
does.
Does it say wait for the sequel? Or what
No,
does it
it's
say?
like after the credits, which I stayed for no reason.
Oh.
They have a scene where they find like remains in Scotland. So the next one's taking place in Scotland
Oh.
because there's going to be a next one.
Wait,
Calls
going
him Three
reform.
Musketeers.
What?
Was the reason why you stayed out of credits because you were thinking about like, why did I just watch? What did I just watch? Were you just thinking that stuff? Or?
No, because I was staying for it because I went to see it with friends who dragged me to it because they knew it was awful. They knew I would hate it.
Yeah.
It's so, but
Oh, did they pay for you too? Wasn't that like
Yeah.
a part of the deal?
Yeah. So I had to put out. But anyway, so, and I saw that there was like when I was looking at one of the trailers, they mentioned there was a scene after the credits. I'm like, okay, well I stayed for 2 hours. Might as well see this credit scene, and it was bad.
See, me and Ben were more like, we watched this for 2 hours. Let's stop this immediately and return to Redbox as soon as possible.
Hey, when did your degree letter come out?
2 years ago.
All right, good.
Okay, now good movies.
All right.
No, wait, we didn't do. Wait, did
Oogie Loves.
Yeah.
yours was Who
All right.
Loves? Okay, I didn't do my number.
I
one.
guess I'd go.
Let me just talk about my number one really quick. My number one is Dark Shadows.
Really?
Do you guys remember that came out last year?
Yeah.
I
That
completely forgot.
was
It's all-
the
Was
biggest.
that with Johnny Depp?
That was with Johnny Depp.
Okay.
It looked like it could have been okay in the trailers. It looked like, oh, this could be kind of relatively funny. I've never seen the original. The only reason I went to go see it is because my girlfriend at that time wanted to go see it. Not because she actually saw the trailer or anything, just because like she saw the show Dark Shadows and wanted to see like, oh, well, what did Tim Burton change about it? So we saw it at the Davis, and at least it was cheap. That is such a fucking bad movie. None of it's funny. It takes these like twists out of nowhere, like Chloe Grace Moritz.
Yeah.
Like at the end, it's like, I'm a vampire now. Let me save the day. What the fuck? Seriously? Oh, that was just such a bad movie.
Wait,
I
it's a
can't
Tim
even get
Burton
into it.
movie. Johnny Depp's in it. Is Helena Bonham Carter in it?
Helena Bonham Carter.
Of course she is.
She's actually okay in the movie. She plays a psychiatrist, but the only good part of the movie was it Eva Green? Is that her name?
Yeah.
Oh, she looked good.
What's the name of Hitler's girlfriend?
Oh, Eva Braun.
Okay, so I'm always worried I'm gonna confuse the two.
Eva Green was so good at
Yeah, she's so good.
Eva Braun was so good at Casino Royale.
Exactly.
Whoa. Yeah.
The only good part of Dark Shadows is Eva Green in it because she's super sexy in it,
Yeah.
and she's actually pretty charming. But besides that, it's a really bad plot, really stupid plot. It wasn't funny. It runs on way too fucking long. It was at the IMAX, which I don't get why. There's like nothing special about it. The CG is terrible. It's just like, why was this movie made? Besides the fact that maybe Tim Burton needed money.
But then he did Frankenweenie.
He just barely redeemed himself with that. The more I thought about Frankenweenie, the more I disliked it.
Really?
Yeah,
I really liked Frankenweenie.
I just thought it was really mediocre.
Frankenweenie was
But yeah, that's
so
the end of our
Bad film.
bad films. We're gonna take a quick break and then come back to do our actual good movies that we saw.